She'll clean you out and take the podium away from you because she's fast. Her and her Can-Am. These SR1s are so cool, dude.
Insane.
They're basically a purpose, you know, they started out as rhinos. A lot of guys, you know, changed them up. And then, of course, the Wellers, Jason being one of them, you know, really went to town with Corey and they started thinking about designs and built their own chassis, got those R1 Yamaha motors. And I've seen other 1,000cc motors put in there, but this seems to be the package that works. And it's like a budget Pro 2 power to weight ratio.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see.
It's sick.
Yeah, you're going to be able to see some of that too from the onboard with Corey Weller and everything that's going on.
Watch how much she works.
Yeah, it's going to be a great view for these people at home. Also joining us here on the Jumbotron, kind of give you that perspective of what these drivers are going through, especially if you're taking on a little bit of roost.
Yep.
So again, leading us in here, we'll go to the 91 of Matt Land, and alongside will be Corey Weller in the 18 machine. Starting at the back, Darryl Gibson, Greg Baum, Ronnie Rosefiller, Josh Bergman, Nick Perry, Scott Webster, the 42, along with the 10 of Jason Weller and Dustin Nelson right alongside one another. Dallas Nord and Paul O'Brien in row number 2.
Oh, and it's on like Donkey Kong as the Optima Batteries green flag drops. Here we go. Into turn number 1. And look at this. You can really see how Corey's just working that wheel if you look at the Jumbotron. Shifting there, popping through those gears. That is the best perspective you'll ever see of what a race car driver goes through. So Matt Land, Corey Weller, Paul O'Brien, Dallas Nord, Dustin Nelson, all talented drivers.
Oh my.
Oh my, exactly right.
Oh, this is a tight one here. Oh, we got a car up and over. Sep O'Brien.
13. When he's upside down,
Rosefiller.
when he's upside down, it says 31.
Excuse me.
13, 31, 13, 31. Get it? Oh, look at this great perspectives. They come in through here. Little miscalculation there.
So we'll go under
Looks like
caution
Scott.
here.
Scott Webster there. Back in the morning, you can take a look at Corey in her Can-Am Sparko suit. Man, those Sparko suits are looking mighty good. There's not even pulling a tear off. She's just wiping the mud off that tear off because, you know, I'm up close enough up front. Honey Badger's doing fine. AKA, that's her little nickname for her car, the Honey Badger. Because once it sets its sight on a checkered flag, she said it goes for it. So it looks like we're got them all hooked up here. We're going to get Ronnie off the track there, the number 13. Get it cleared so we get back to green flag racing. Green, green, green. And on board looking at this as we watch the racing action unfold. You can see dirt flying in there. She's getting a little roost. And look at this, Dustin Nelson side by side with her. I saw that 94 out of the corner of her cab. Kind of peek through the cage a little bit. So that Dragonfire SR1. Is that Jason getting up in the mix now? Ooh, the new SR1 there. There's Nelson. Is it? Oh yeah. They are race car drivers for sure.
Yeah, again, no love lost between those two. As we saw it yesterday, Dustin Nelson coming up and getting that top spot in our main. But look at these three drivers, Matt Land, Weller, Nelson. These three really separated themselves yesterday too. So I think we're going to see this as, Weller looking up the inside, trying to get the drive here through the staircase.
I thought Land was going to come down on him, and it looks like he was able to squeeze in there. Looking for the outside maneuver, outside in.
Well, Land really said that those GBC tires were really hooking up for him. That Dustin Nelson was able to get him underneath. So
Nelson was looking the outside. Look at this. A push to the top spot here for Jason Weller. Matt Land.
Preferred spot on the outside, though. I think Land, if he can keep it together.
Oh, it looks like a ballet on dirt as you watch this action, John, unfold.
Getting a little bit sideways here. This is going to open up the door here for Nelson. Whoa!
Oh!
Some great driving.
A whole new perspective.
Yeah, everybody tuning in at home, and if you guys are checking out the jumbo screen here live, some phenomenal driving here between all three of these drivers. Your leader right now, Jason Weller. Dustin Nelson now moving into that second spot over Matt Land in third. And so this will certainly be a race to the podium here. But again, we will see that caution, the mandatory caution come out here very shortly for these drivers. We'll get them re-racked and restacked and right back into our racing action.
Well, 7 laps now remain as they come across the stripe here with Jason Weller, Dustin Nelson, and Matt Land, the top three. Paul O'Brien sitting back and forth with Scott Webster, Corey Weller, and Dallas Nord. Bergman, Peary, and Baum Gibson make out the rest of the field.
Yeah, how about O'Brien, too? Keep an eye on that 11 machine. Paul O'Brien, he is no slouch. And, man.
Who the heck's this Paul O'Brien guy?
He knows his way to the podium, so
yes,
keep an eye out for Paul O'Brien.
I think Matt Land needs to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I think he is already. He's getting an earful right now. I think Land feeling the pressure right now of Paul O'Brien as our two front drivers starting to stretch themselves out here from the rest of the field.
And is that the caution? Yes, it is. The comp caution. I see that beautiful Optima Batteries pace vehicle. Lead him around. Corey going for the tear-offs there.
All right, so it looks like this. Weller, Nelson, Land, O'Brien with Scott Webster, the 42 in your top 5. And then from there, the 18 of Corey Weller in 6th. Dallas Nord in 7th. 8th going to go to Josh Bergman, the number 3 machine, with Nick Perry, the 77, the 81 of Greg Baum in your top 10. And then Darrell Gibson, the 41, and an unfortunate early retreat here for Ronnie Rosepiller, the 13 machine.
Yeah, such a bummer to see that happen there for sure. Now you're probably wondering, you see that like, it's like a mud flap that they have down there in front. It keeps a lot of the dirt clouds from getting up there and getting into your suit and getting up underneath your helmet. And people,
It's like a chandelier for your helmet, Dave.
Yeah, it's like a skirt. It's a dirt skirt. A helmet skirt. Now they all have vents on these helmets, whether it's top, side mounted, and they usually use the forced air inject system to give them that fresh air, keeps the visor from steaming up, keeps your head cool. Not that all these race car drivers have cool heads. but they try to make it happen.
Well, so this will be the race to the checkered right now.
Barring any caution flags for sure. Through the rhythm, through turn number 2, the leap, the sweeper, and then the staircase. Past the Optima Batteries charging station.
Oh, so Ronnie making his way back out here. So just joining back into the field now is the blue and orange vehicle.
Good shot of Land over the top there as he sits in 3rd place right now. Nelson up in the 2nd slot, about 5 car lengths in front of Land. Weller equally out front.
Wow, Weller putting down some hot laps this last time by. 51.96 set, 6 over the 52.610 of Nelson. So getting up to speed quick here this last lap.
Well, I know Jason built that car last year. As you see that thing 3-wheeling, almost getting on 2, doing the bicycle. Comes around the Weller Racing. Jason competed, of course, at King of the Hammers in his Can-Am. Weller, Nathan Land. Look at this. Webster gets by O'Brien.
Keep an eye on Webster.
Scott Webster took a little bit of hiatus last year, and great to see him back in the car again.
Yeah, it sure is. First face I think we saw when we pulled up on Friday.
Yeah, he had a little spill about, 2 years ago now? I don't know. That whole pandemic thing, I've lost track of time. What year is it?
So Rosweiler pulling off into the infield right now as the leaders come by. Weller, Nelson, Land, Webster all over him, looking for that final spot on the podium here, with just a few short laps to go. Look at Webster up the inside. Should be seeing the white flag this next time by here, Dave.
Yes, sir. That is correct. And it looks like to me now Gibson out of the race too. Baum now bringing up the rear in 10th. Speaking of number 10, there's the number 10 of Jason Weller and that Weller Racing. Newly built machine.
Yeah, it looks like it was well built, putting on a
clinic.
Yeah. And hard to say over such a talented field too.
Well, you know what? It's going to make it interesting with Jason. If he takes today, Nelson took yesterday. We might be tied going into this next one, depending on. I believe halfway last time Nelson was leading yesterday, so they might be tied in points.
Yeah.
Depending on qualifying, actually.
So Webster, I think, going to put in a final charge here, try to see if he can catch the back end of Land here with just a few corners left to go.
And you know what? I think Nelson was fast qualifier yesterday, so Jason was today, so I think they might be tied in points. Very interesting.
So it doesn't look like it's going to be enough here for Dustin Nelson, as Weller been on a charge here all morning into the afternoon for the main event, and to the checkered flag it will go to the 10 machine, the Weller Racing driver, Jason Weller, followed in by Dustin Nelson, the 94, Matt Land, the number 91, with Scott Webster with a great charge into the 4th position, and then the 11 of Paul O'Brien in 5th.
So an incredible job by Jason Weller, Dustin Nelson, and Matt Land. Kudos to Scott Webster moving up into 4th, Paul O'Brien into 5th, Corey Weller 6th, Peary 7th, Berkman 8th, Baum 9th, Nord 10th, and Gibson 11th. So in just a moment, we're going to go ahead and send John down to the podium to talk and hear the story.
All right, so we'll get our drivers up onto the podium now. Matt Land in third, Dustin Nelson in second, and Jason Weller. Come on up here, all three of you. No, we're all going up here. Happy family. Good work. So Weller Racing SR1 UTV drivers making their way up onto the podium. I know, be careful. It's slippery down there. Matt, congratulations, man. Third place, 2 days in a row. Gotta feel good about that. Consistent.
Yeah, I mean, not much more I can ask for. I mean, 2 days in a row, we qualified sixth, and somebody helped us out with a 6 pill draw, so I'll take the 6 inversion any way I can get it, right? But, I mean, after being out of the car for about a year and a half, I mean, it feels good to, double up and show that it's not a fluke, I guess.
Did you know Webster was behind you in those closing laps?
Yeah, he was, I don't think he was even knocking on the door, he was kicking on it. I definitely saw his front bumper more than once. So, I mean, this whole class is just, everybody's just so fast. It's just insane. I mean, it's just a great group of people that we get to race with. So.
Well, good job hanging tough out there, okay? Dang it. Hey, who would you like to thank, Matt?
First, I want to thank my family for always coming out. My dad for spotting for me. I got to thank Danik Manufacturing and Motorwear International for making me a good suit. I mean, obviously it gives you a couple of tenths a second on every lap. So
I think it's the shades, personally.
It could be, never really know. But I want to thank my grandparents for always showing up at every race. Nick, thank you for drawing the 6 today. Appreciate it. I want to thank my fiance and my newborn daughter at home. Always supporting me anytime this kind of thing. Thank you guys, I love you. I just want to thank all the fans for coming out and supporting us, letting us do what we get to do. Lee and Poppy for bringing it back to us.
We appreciate you and we love your style right there. Matt Land coming home in third. And a step down from the top podium just yesterday. Dustin, great to have you up here. Once again, tell us about your race, how it unfolded for you. What could you have done differently?
I could have won. That would have been cooler. But yeah, I mean, today was like an exact flip-flop between me and Jason as yesterday. I mean, I had him covered in qualifying and the race yesterday, and basically the opposite today. He covered me in qualifying, got ahead of me right at the beginning of the race, and I could stay close, I could like rubber band him a little bit, but I could never like be right there to try to put a move on him. And he tried to, he was creeping away a little bit. So yeah, just congrats to him. It was a killer race. So still so fun. Obviously I like to be a winner, but these cars are so fun to go out there and just drive that hard and be able to make them last that long is awesome. A real tribute to like Cryo Heat that takes care of me on my metal parts. GBC tires, DWT wheels, Black Rhino helps me out. Obviously, Elizabeth coaching me through the traffic at the beginning. It was a little hectic, but it was a fun race, man. SR1 does not suck to get out there and rip around.
Fun to have you out here putting on a show for us. That is Dustin Nelson in second place. And the big winner, and officially, I think you guys might be tied just the way it worked out in points right now, heading into rounds 3 and 4. Jason, big congratulations to you, man. Just in dominating fashion out there this last race.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was, there's nothing like these cars. Out there, over those jumps, on this track especially, we're like wide open. I'm jumping that thing as far as it'll go. I don't know if you guys can see how high and how far we're going, but it feels like we're jumping really far and it lands so smooth and shifting and battling. On that first lap, I started 6th from the inversion and Dallas was in front of me and he wasn't going, so I'm like, go, go, go. And I was on the outside and I couldn't do anything, so I'm just get past on the inside, and I thought, man, this is going to be tough. And then I got a big break in turn 4. Everybody kind of bottled up, and I got on the inside and came out right behind my wife, Corey. I don't know how she finished, but came out right behind her and then had to restart and got up to first. And yesterday, Dustin beat me in qualifying, and he beat me in the race, and I didn't have anything for him in the race. And I was thinking last night, I was like, is it because I run the older motor, or is it because my tires, or so I was really like just trying to figure it out. And today, I came out and I kind of cleared my mind and just drove smooth, and that's what I was trying to do. I was like, well, I'll jump all the jump stars I can and drive as smooth as I can, and it worked today. So huge congrats to Dustin for, I think we're tied now, so this will be a fun series. SR1 is totally just cheap and easy to maintain, and there's nothing like it. So if you're interested in getting one, let us know. They're fun. Huge thanks to Nick, my spotter, all the crew at the shop, all our fans watching. Great American Short Course for giving us a home. Ken Ham, Full Throttle Battery, Driving Fire Racing. Thanks.
There you go, that's Jason Weller taking home the win in your Weller Racing SR1 main event. Matt Land in third. Big congratulations going out to him, and Dustin Nelson in second. Again, that is your Weller Racing SR1 main event lineup right there on your podium. Big congratulations going out to Jason Weller. And looking forward to seeing these gentlemen in round 3 and 4. San Bernardino, Glen Helen Raceway in the coming weeks. Be sure you guys tune on in at Great American Short Course on your social handles. Hashtag us. Let us know what you guys are doing at home. Man, maybe you guys are just tuning in on the live feed. You want to share that as well. We'd love to see you guys' interaction here throughout each and every round here at the Great American Short Course Series. As we get ready to send it back up to you, Dave.
Thanks, John. Awesome interviews down there with the SR1 drivers. Congratulations to Jason. But like he said, it's going to be interesting. They are tied in points going into round number 3. So we're moving on.